Hey y'all, what's going on? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What's going on, y'all? Now, before we get into what we're here to talk about, let me let you guys know what we got coming up, okay? Now, Love and Marriage Detroit comes on tonight. It just might be on right now as you guys are watching this, and I will be doing my live review around 10:15 to 10:30. Right now it's set for 10:15, but I might just push it back to 10:30. Okay. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And then on Sunday, which is tomorrow, be sure to tune in for my Real Housewives of Potomac review. I will be going live right after the show at 9:05. So make sure you guys tune in. And then on Monday, the whether you like it or not panel returns, and it will be on Giving You the Real Teas platform on Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys tune in. So with that being said, that's pretty much all that we got for the church announcements for today. So let's go ahead and get into the mess, honey, okay? Now, let's talk about Miss Drew Sidora. Now, as you guys already know, The Real Housewives of Atlanta is on the way back, and according to Shamia Morton, the season will be starting to air at the top of the year. So we're looking at either January or February of 2025 when this new season will start airing, right? So Drew Sidora did two different interviews, okay? She did one with US Weekly where she discussed, we're going to get into that one first, where she talked about Kenya Moore, how she misses her, and how she's not impressed by any of the newbies that started on the season with her. Let's get into what she said on US Weekly, and we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to get into our other interview where she talks about Porsha Williams and her beef and their beef and other things of that nature. So let's go ahead and get into that.
Also, in the non-scripted realm, being on Atlanta, what can we expect for next season?
We got Sweet 16. Yeah. Happy birthday to Atlanta. Like, it's very special. We've got some new energy. So we're going to see. We're all going to see together what they really bring. I wasn't impressed, but.
You were impressed? Why not?
Like, at this point, bring back the OGs.
Like, what about Cynthia? They brought back Cynthia.
Cynthia showed up. I needed her more. Because Cynthia actually brought me into this group. And so I was happy that she was back. That's my girl. That's my sister. Like, I really love her. She's so down to earth. But we needed more of her, I feel like. She needs to take her rightful place back as a peach holder.
Who from the OGs do you want back?
Honestly, at this point, I loved working with Kenya. That's my friend. Like, I missed her this season, unfortunately what happened. But that was my girl. I wouldn't be mad to see Candy, like Sheree, Marlo, like pretty much just bring everybody back. I really enjoyed. They were very entertaining. I think we had a great dynamic. I'm excited to see what the new energy brings. We're going to all watch. It was a crazy season. So yeah, Sweet 16, just get ready.
All right, so that was Drew Sidora. She was basically talking about Sweet 16, how dramatic it was, how crazy it was, and how she's not feeling the newbies. Okay, now first things first. Now, she did talk about Cynthia for a little bit, okay? We're going to get into Cynthia, although she's not on the screen. She says that she loves Cynthia being back, but she wished that she was there a little bit more, because Cynthia brought her into the group, and that's really her sister. And I could understand that. Like when you on the show like this, like you really want somebody in your corner. Being on the show with a bunch of motherfuckers that don't like your ass is not always the easiest thing to do. So of course she would want Cynthia back, and of course she would want Kenya back. And she's been talking about how much she misses Kenya and want Kenya back on the show for quite some time now. And I understand that too, because although they started off on the wrong foot, they wound up being really good friends. Now she said that she's not impressed by a lot of the newbies on the show, and I really believe that she's referring to Shamia. Not only is she referring to Shamia, but she's also probably referring to Kelly, and she may be referring to Britt. So I feel like Drew has had a real hard season this season. And for whatever reason, the girls love to come for Drew. In my opinion, the girls love to come for Drew. I don't know why they love to come for Drew. Like, I guess they think that she's an easy target, but I'm rooting for Drew. And out of all of these newbies that they brought back in recent years, she's the only one that has lasted for over 3 seasons. This is her 4th season. And I think that she's very transparent about her life, although some people think that she's scripting it. But it is what it is. But that was her opinion. And she feels like she needs all of the OG's back. She wants Sheree back. Why? I don't know. Sheree don't bring shit. Why? She also wants Marlo back. Marlo is the reason why last season was terrible. So I don't agree with her on that. But we're gonna go ahead and get into her other interview where she spoke on her beef with Porsha. And not only did she talk about that, but she talked about who she's close to on the show. And she even talked about Phaedra as well as Cynthia. So let's go ahead and get into that. All right, let's take a listen.
There was a lot of craziness that happened, and I really miss Kenya this season.
I know. My heart breaks about this whole situation, and something that I'm a little, and I don't know if you're allowed to speak about it, and I'm sure we'll get into it once the show airs, but I'm a little bit confused about the poster board because I thought it was just a face with like a drawn on penis.
Okay.
Am I inaccurate in that?
I don't know if it was drawn on. I have thought it could have all been AI. I mean, no one really knows what we were looking at, to be completely honest. So that's kind of been the whole drama of it all.
Do you think this is something she can come back from?
Listen, this whole situation, I'm like, aren't we on Housewives? Like, have we not seen other franchises in the years before us do some of the most outlandish things? Isn't that what we kind of sign up for? Like, I've been through the mud, I feel like
yeah,
like all bets were off in my situation. So I don't know, and I'm not suggesting that I support, people being exposed in any way. But my thing is, if this is what you were a part of, you need to own it and live in your truth and be you unapologetically. And so I just feel like, since when do we, get fired or suspended or put on pause for doing our job?
Cynthia's back.
Yay!
As an official friend of, which I'm excited about. I think Cynthia's oftentimes the voice of reason. Does that stay true this season?
She is Cynthia. She is always consistent, right? So you're going to get what you expect from Cynthia, which is what we love about her.
Okay, so Phaedra and Porsha come back. Phaedra comes in midway through filming. What was your initial thought about this decision?
It was like, I mean, no shade to Phaedra. Like, she's an OG, right? I think the fans have wanted to see her. And I mean, for me, like, she's Housewives royalty, right? She started it. So nothing but respect, right? But I didn't know Phaedra. And so I just felt like we were kind of missing somebody. Like, if Phaedra's coming back, then, somebody else be here, to have a conversation. I think what we all want to see and know. And it was kind of like, an elephant in the room, I guess, but that's above my pay grade. So it was like, all right, I'm just going to get to know her, for myself.
Who did you hit it off more with, Porsha or Phaedra?
Definitely Phaedra. Definitely Phaedra. Yeah, definitely Phaedra. Phaedra, I mean, I don't know her. There's no beef or anything. It was just like, get to know each other. And we had some things in common. So it was honestly good vibes, but it was just kind of a lot of things going on this season. So when she came in, it was just like, for her, kind of having to catch up on a lot that happened, because a lot happens this season. It was a lot going on. It was so much going on. I was trying to like figure stuff out because it was just all over the place. Everyone was having issues with everyone. And every time I showed up, I'm like, here we go.
And who would you say you're closest with this season? And who would you say you have the biggest issue with?
Oh my God. I mean, you can look and see who I'm following, who I'm not following.
Oh, I love some research.
I will say I really loved getting to know Angela Oakley.
Okay.
She's from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. So already, the vibes. And yeah, It's just a certain energy we carry. I think the fans are gonna absolutely love her, because she's a housewife. Like, she is Mrs. Oakley, honey. Like, what? Like, we know who her husband is. Like, we know her.
You're working with Portia's ex, Dennis. How's that going? How'd she handle that?
Portia's always been a supporter of my music. She's always, actually, at Reunion last year, we talked on the phone, during break, and she was encouraging me to get up there, sing that song. So she's part of the reason why I even got on the mic to do that. And so moving forward, it was just like, we're family. You know what I mean? I'm doing music. He's curating the album. He's got relationships in music. And Dennis showed up at a time where I really just needed to put my energy into something. No, we're not romantically involved. No, there is no interest there. No, we are never, ever going to date. And we never, ever did date. And I don't even like that assumption, because Ralph, Dennis, Porsha, and I, we were all friends. And even when I went through my Achilles surgery, they were sending me flowers. Dennis has always been like a brother to me. So that's been the relationship. And no, we're not in this dark studio together, singing Sweet Nothings. He's barely in the studio. He just had songs from producers and made the connection. And
So that's not why you're not following each other.
I don't know. I was following her. I was following her. And I don't think I can follow her now if I want to. I think I was blocked. So and I don't know, because people, again, you can't be passive aggressive. Like, talk to me and tell me what's up. If there's a question or you got an issue, don't tell me what you heard on the street. Let's talk about it. So, you'll see that journey on this season, because that was just a lot for me. And at the end of the day, and everybody that knows me knows who I am, what I stand for, what I don't. I'm going through. Do you not know who I'm divorcing? Why would I be stupid enough to be?
Yeah,
that's just
come
messy.
on.
Like,
yeah, no.
I'm not that girl. So, like, to even put that on me is unbelievable.
All right, so that was Drew. Now, in this particular part, she talked about her relationship with Angela Oakley, and I did hear that she was getting along quite well with Angela Oakley, one of the only women on the show that she's actually getting along with. But what she did confirm is what I've been telling y'all all summer. She's beefing with Porsha. And Porsha has been coming at Drew. And from the shit that I've been told, almost every damn scene that we're in, Porsha was cursing Drew the fuck out. And Drew did not know what Porsha's angle was, why Porsha's mad. That's what I've been hearing. And then also, that Shamia and Drew have been going back and forth on social media. So it's been a lot going on, but the dynamics has constantly shifted, because there's word around the block that Shamia and Porsha are not even cool right now. So we really don't know what's going on. But what I will say is that I'm rooting for Drew. I am. And I don't care what nobody say. Now, opinions can change by the time the show airs, of course. But I'm still rooting for Drew. I want to see her win. And I just feel like she gets the short end of the stick every time. So I just want to see her do her thing and, prevail throughout all of this stuff. I'm always a sucker for the underdog every single time. But that's all I really got for Drew. So what do you guys got to say about that? Leave it down below. So with that being said, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok, it will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boy is up out here. And until next time, bye.